Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Luxor. That damn set. He's got his bugs all over this place. It's brought on a full-blown infestation. And it's up to us to stop it. And I intend to. I don't know where this guy thinks he's going. You think you're getting to that pyramid? Well, little do you know, we got Egypt's best defense right here. You ain't got nothing. You know, I get that it's Egypt, so it was quite a while ago. But surely they could make some kind of bug spray, like mix together some river water and some type of plant. Make like a pesticide? Surely they could have done that. Or maybe they could have, they just didn't know that they could. Kind of like how we didn't discover electricity, it was always there. We just figured out how to utilize it. So how are all of you guys doing today? You guys doing good? Hope so. Hope you guys are happy. Hope you guys are healthy. I hope everyone is having a fabulous day today, that there's good vibes all around. You gotta spread those good vibes, man. I feel like there's a lot of negativity in the world, so just trying to have my own little corner of happy over here. So, at Burrito Horn, as you would expect, from time to time, actually, quite a bit of the time, we get prank calls. And most of it's your typical, is your refrigerator running? Better go get it. You know, stupid stuff like that. But for some reason, there's this reoccurring prank call that keeps happening. And it's not just one person, it's several people, it's mostly kids. But one time we actually had an adult try this. So basically the prank call is, they call Burrito Horn, and they say that they're stuck in the bathroom and there's no toilet paper, and that they need toilet paper. But on top of that, they have this weird, like, voice. Here's how they say it. Oh, mister! Yeah, I'm stuck in the bathroom. I need some toilet paper. I need some toilet paper real bad. Please, I need toilet paper. Like, it's always that. And at first we ignored it, but then we kind of started playing into it. Like, okay, we'll send a big burly dude to come and get it. Like, I'm not sure... Is that a reference? Did they just make that up? I really don't know. Alright, let's get out of this temple. Puzzle mode. I think I've done this one before in the campaign, but I forgot how I did it. Alright, we're gonna do this one time, and if we fail, we're skipping it. So... I really wish I could remember how I did it. So if I get rid of this green, the purples will cancel each other out. Will it push the bug into these spheres? That's what I want. Taking a risk. That backfired horribly. We already failed. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Yeah, that's... You know what? I'm going back on my word. We're trying one more time. For the life of me, I cannot remember what freak accident I did. Or wait, maybe it's this. Ah, that's how you do it. Skadoosh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Who's the man? I'm the man. Scribblings of the Scribe. Fun fact, so a scribe is somebody who writes, whether it be notes or like an accountant. And then for speaking, we call that a sage. So if you've ever heard of sage and scribe, it's like someone taking notes of what someone is saying. So if you're in class, your teacher would be the sage, you would be the scribe. No, I missed the jar. Dabba dee dabba die. So, if you were paying attention, the Eagles won the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, the Chiefs really couldn't make history, but hey. You don't always need to make history. Sometimes, it's about just having a good game. Now, I'm not a big sports guy, but I like watching the Super Bowl, mostly for the commercials. This year, though, I was at work. So I did not get to partake in any passings, or yellow flags, or any red flags. I missed out. Ah, shucks. Alright, we gotta get this jar. Alright, I know it's coming. I know it's coming. Lightning for a lightning? Sounds like a pretty good deal to me. Now, by far, my favorite Super Bowl was when they had SpongeBob in it. Even though it was very brief, and I wanted more of it, the fact that it was there blew my mind and really got me into the spirit. Also, speaking of the Super Bowl, I forget which teams were playing, but on Nickelodeon, they'll have SpongeBob and Patrick do commentary for some of the games. And in one of the commentary segments, they had the Dirty Bubble kidnap one of the coaches. And before he got kidnapped, they were winning. And after he got kidnapped, they just got blown the F out. Now, a lot of people are really superstitious when it comes to sports. People have rituals, people will wear certain articles of clothing, stuff like that. So a lot of people blamed the Dirty Bubble and Nickelodeon. No, the coach! It's really crazy how deep the sports superstition goes. And then also another Super Bowl I remember, I think it was once again the Eagles. Maybe the Chiefs were playing. I really don't remember. But it was somebody, and it was almost the end of the game. The game was almost coming to a close. And in the last, like, 30 seconds, or 20 seconds, a penalty was called. And it pretty much determined the outcome of the game. I'm pretty sure the Eagles was one of the teams, but I don't know who the other guy was. And then they invented that tiebreaker rule where each team gets a chance with the ball to try to get a last chance. Alright, we're all set up for the kill here. I just need a clear shot and a blue ball. Not two of them, just one of them. And that's what I'm talking about. Alright, we have successfully crossed the Nile. Let's continue. We got one of these. The statue one. So, no burrito horn, or really any other fast food, would be complete without drive-thru shenanigans. So, recently, at good old Burrito Horn, we sell burrito, taco, and burrito taco accessories exclusively. And we've also got like crunch wraps, and we put a few variations on it. I'm gonna say most fast food places, sorry, I know I'm kind of steering away a bit. Most fast food places, their whole menu is just different amounts and combinations of the same ingredients. Like McDonald's, you have your burger, chicken nuggets, McChicken, McDouble burger, Big Mac burger, like it's all just meat. It's all just beef. And same thing with my neck of the woods. You got your quesadilla, you know, cheese and meat. You got your taco, cheese and meat. You got your burrito, cheese and meat, maybe just a little more burly. Now you can get pretty creative with it, but the problem is most of these places try to just reinvent the wheel, or they do something so outlandish you think, like, what were they thinking? What was the pitch meeting like? Yeah, we got a chocolate-covered sock here. That's genius. Let's go for it. So anyway, this lady comes to the speaker, and she asks, what kind of taco boxes do you have? Now, I have plenty of people ask me what kind of boxes do we have, but she specifically said, what taco boxes do you have? So, I was a little thrown off, but I tell her. So, we have a $5 box, a $7 box, and a $9 box. And I go through each one, and I tell her what each one comes with. And then I say we also have a party pack, which is 12 tacos. And there's a bit of silence. She thinks for a bit. And she says, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna get the party pack. Let's go with that. So then, you know, the usual questions. Do you want hard or soft shell? Regular, supreme? And she's ordering with confidence. She sounds like she's a woman that knows what she wants. And she's taking control. It's like, alright, your total is, I think it's about $25. You can pull forward. She gets to the window, and she hands me her card. I insert the card, give her receipt. And when I hand her receipt, things start taking a turn. That confidence was completely gone. I swear it was two different people that ordered and received. So she asks what comes in the $7 box. But this time, she doesn't, like, sound like there's no fire in her belly. It's just kind of like a shy child. Like, what comes in that $7 box? And once again, I run her through it. And she asks, okay, what about the $5 box? And then she's like, you know what? I kind of want that $7 box. I want that instead. So then we had to pull one of the managers off of the assembly line. So now we have one less person making food. And we make everything to order. So we were already about halfway through this party pack. So manager comes, you know, refunds it. And then she rings in the $7 box. But then the lady keeps talking. She goes, what about that $9 box? What comes on that? And then she starts asking about, like, more taco meals. And we do have smaller taco meals. We have the 3 tacos and a drink. And almost every, I'm pretty sure every combo meal we have comes with at least 1 taco. Now, she started asking a lot of questions about, like, what everything came with. But the thing was, she asked about the $7 box about 3 or 4 times. It's like you would tell her, and then 10 seconds later, it would leave her noodle. I swear, at least 3 separate times, she's like, so that $7 box, what all comes on that? And our manager, she doesn't do anything, but she kind of starts getting a little fed up. And I think the lady starts to see it in her face. And she just breaks down. She goes, I'm so sorry, like, I know I should have been more prepared. And she just goes into this whole thing. Our like, you know, it's alright, no harm, no foul, like, we're all good. So eventually, she makes up her mind. She goes with 3 $7 boxes. Now, a different manager, our AGM, Mimosa, she goes over the headset. Now, she's not talking to the customer, she's talking to us. But she was so loud that she heard it. She goes, it sounded like a game show. She goes, "Is that the final yes? Are they sure? Are we good on this?" And again, the lady, like, now she's looking really embarrassed. So now it's the opposite of confidence. She's kind of like hanging her head down a little bit, like looking down at the floor. And we're not supposed to do this, but we get tracked on like what the average time is per car for the day. And it has to be below a certain time for us to be considered good. And it had been about 11 minutes. So Mimosa's like, screw it, pull the timer, reset it. So finally, we make the 3 boxes, and that lady went back home. Or maybe she went to McDonald's and asked about the Happy Meal 6 times. And then everyone just started... Now, real quick, I know a lot of people are worried about people spitting in your food. I'm just gonna say this, as a fast food worker, 99.99999999999% of the time, even if you're rude, no one's gonna mess with your food. Now, that's not to say you should be rude, you should still be polite. But nearly every single time, you're not gonna have your food messed with. What ends up happening, if someone finds you annoying, or if you are rude, you just get roasted in the kitchen. You know, people start talking like, wow, what an asshole that guy was. Like, man, what is this guy? What a dumbass. Like, you're just gonna get roasted, that's about it. No one's gonna mess with your food. And the few times that someone does try to do that, they get fired and they get ostracized by every employee. They're like, you know, that's going too far, screw you. So you don't have to worry about that. You're just gonna get roasted. And sure enough, as soon as that lady leaves, everyone started being like, you know, if you don't know what you want, you could always come inside and not mess up the drive-thru times. $7 box? $7 box? $7 box? I don't know if you've ever seen a movie called The Tooth Fairy. It's got The Rock in it. It was one of those crappy straight-to-DVD movies. But I kind of have a soft spot for crappy straight-to-DVD movies. It's kind of like a so bad it's good kind of thing. But anyway, The Rock becomes a Tooth Fairy. Apparently there's multiple. And, you know, they have like little gadgets. And one of them is amnesia dust. Take a pinch of amnesia dust, flick it in their face, and forget everything that happens in the last few seconds. So amnesia dust. You take a little bit, you flick it in their face, forget everything that happens in the last few seconds. Did I say something? Probably nothing. So yeah, it was like, or more likely, it was like that scene in the first Doctor Strange. Dormammu, I've come to bargain. I've come to ask about your $7 box. So that was a big headache, but we got through it. Interesting, we're playing the very first level. Coinage. Now in this game you can use coins to upgrade your power-ups, so it's very vital that you get a lot of coins. Now if you want to be a nerd, these are Ankh coins. That was the big currency in Egypt, Ankhs. That's right, keep them coming. You ain't gonna stop me. I'll squish 100. I'll squish 1,000 bugs before I let anybody sully my holy temple. I feel like we could use a little more yellow. It was getting a little too rainbowy. The less colors, the better. All the more better to destroy you with. Nah, you get that out of here. You ain't welcome here. See, we got bugs too. We got scorpions. Now, the only scorpion I've ever seen in person was dead. I was on a walk and I saw a dead scorpion. But I still was careful, hoping it wasn't, like, just sleeping or something. It wasn't gonna jump out at me. Scorpions just look badass. But I never want to get up close and personal with one. So, we had a bit of a situation at Burrito Horn that I indirectly caused. So what happened was, a few days ago, I went to McDonald's to get myself a little lunch on the way to work. And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna treat everybody. So I decided to get everybody a Shamrock Shake. Now they're actually back really early this year because of Grimace's uncle, who has an Irish background. So anyway, I got like 5 or 6 Shamrock Shakes, including one for myself. And I walk in and I go, supply drop! And everyone just lights up, like, ooh, Shamrock Shake! So I give everyone a shake, everyone's happy. Everyone's drinking their shakes. And Mimosa is lactose intolerant. And she knows that she's lactose intolerant. But she's one of those people, she doesn't really care. She'll eat dairy anyway. Now, most of the time, she won't eat dairy on the clock. She'll wait till she gets home, or she'll have it in very small doses. I say most of the time because sometimes she struggles with self-control, and it leads to some situations. This was one of those times, and this was one of those situations. Now, I also knew that she was lactose intolerant, but I thought it'd be pretty bogus if I got everybody but her a shake, so I got her a shake too. And she gets literally maybe 1/8 of the way through the Shamrock Shake, and things start taking a turn to Browntown. So a little while later, people are making tacos, I'm taking orders, and I notice Mimosa is kind of hunched over. Now, a lot of people at my work have back problems, which is a little scary because they're all very young, they're all in their 20s. So I'm kind of worried about myself. The only time I really have back pain is like if I sleep wrong, or if I fall and I hurt myself, it'll hurt for a couple days. But I'm thanking my lucky stars that I do not have any regular occurring back pain. I try to take like preventative measures. Like I try not to slouch, I try to get up and stretch every once in a while. Because when I get older, I don't want to be in like excruciating pain. Yeah, a lot of the time I'll see people like stretching out, doing some trunk twists, like hunched over, trying to stretch their back out. Again, really scary because they're all in their early 20s. Well, most of them are. So anyway, I thought like, okay, maybe it's just that. Maybe she's stretching her back out. But then she keeps doing it, and she starts like holding her stomach and groaning a little bit. It's like, oh, Mimosa, are you okay? She's like, my bowels are hurting. They're just not good down there. It's like, oh, okay, she just gotta take a dump. And we weren't super busy, but we were consistent. I'd say every couple minutes we would get an order. So she's parallel to the floor, making tacos, fighting through the pain. And eventually we get this big group of teenagers that come in. All dudes. Now, thankfully, they weren't rowdy. They were pretty respectful. They ordered their food, and they didn't cause any problems. They were just eating their food. Now, unfortunately, we had a situation in the past where Mimosa was in the bathroom, and these couple teenage dudes went into the women's bathroom, and they started, like, fucking with her. They were, like, catcalling and whistling and being real degenerates, if you ask me. We should have called the cops, but we didn't. And it kind of scarred her, so if there's anybody in the lobby whatsoever, she will not use the bathroom. So, some time passes, and I glance at her, and I just come to the conclusion, yeah, this girl's not going to make it. She's on the brink of drowning. And we're trying to tell her, like, just go to the bathroom. We'll keep an eye on the kids in the lobby. She's like, no, I ain't doing that. So, I don't know what came over me. But I went in the lobby, and I say, hey guys, you know, a pipe just burst in the back. We got a CO2 leak. You guys got to get out of here. They're like, oh god. And they all, like, left. And it was not even 2 seconds later. They left. I hear running footsteps behind me, and she's making a beeline for the bathroom. So I successfully saved the day. I kept the floor from being ruined with a certain substance. A certain brown substance. But there were so many white lies I could have told. I could have been like, hey, our manager called off, we're closed. Hey, our system's down, can you guys leave? Like, or, you know, it's a private business. I didn't even need to give a reason, I could have just told him to leave. But I just had the one-track mind of, gotta keep Mimosa from shitting in her pants, and or the floor. I mean, I wasn't entirely lying. There was a gas leak going on, just maybe not CO2. So, between the $7 box situation, the Shamrock situation, and the toilet paper, I will say it's very interesting working at Burrito Horn. It's never a dull moment. And on that note, we're going to wrap it up, and we're going to end the video. So, as always, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Everybody, do me a little favor. Have yourselves a great day. And I gotta go to the bathroom. Oh no. I forgot to buy toilet paper. Can someone please help me? I need some toilet paper. Can you send it to me?